All right. Hi, everyone. Jesus, and the song changed just as I did that. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the end of the month hangout. It's the second. I know how it is. It's not the correct date, but who gives a shit? Because time is an illusion, and no one knows how that works. Hi. The way that this works, for those of you who might be new to my hangouts that I do roughly once a month, is we hang out for like an hour and talk shit. Might hang out for a bit less than an hour today, just because of not a lot has happened. I made a video a month ago, which was good, but like not a lot is going on right now. So because of that, today's stream might be a bit short. I hope you understand. I also have like I got dinner, which was made like a little bit too late, so I haven't actually had any time to eat it, and I'm not gonna eat it on stream, because that's behind a Patreon tier. No, it's not. But the way that this usually works, which was the point of my original sentence, is we talk a little bit about the month that has been, which is June, Pride Month, at least for most people, and the month that is coming up, and that's it, right? The month that's been and the month that's coming up. Yeah, I guess that is what I'm gonna talk a little bit about. I can give a back update for sure, because I feel like that's something that I've been mentioning in my Twitter, and things like that. If you have questions and shit, feel free to drop them in the chat. I might get to them, I might not. We'll see. Hopefully, I get to them. My vibe today is very tired, just so that you know. But first of all, how are you, wonderful people? Because here I have a headache because it's rainy. It's been like a month of drought, of just complete sun and heat and misery, and today, and for the entire week actually, it's just gonna rain and thunder all week, which is gonna be great. I do love that, but also my head, whenever there's like a change in the weather, my head explodes, so that's not great. For those of you who are wondering, yes, my back is better. Don't know what the fuck happened with that. For a period of time, I straight up could not get out of a chair, even. Now I can. You know, I'm still a little stiff, but it's better. It's been like 2 months of this fucking thing, and you know that's not great, but my back is better at least. So my next video is actually going to be shot like a normal video, and it's not going to be me sitting here and ranting into a microphone for like 5 hours of recordings just so I can sit down, which is why my last video was about Star Wars. It did not do well, but you know, I can't really expect people to watch a very non-standard YouTube video anyway. It did fine. The chillest of hangs. We do have very chill hangs. It's good vibes. Video was good, thank you. I'm glad that you liked it. I like it because I got to watch Star Wars for research, which was very fun. And a bunch of interviews with George Lucas, which was fine. When is the next Leech Fest? Soon. Very soon, I think. I'm pretty sure even tomorrow. There should be a new one coming. We have had a little snags in production these last few weeks, just because there's been a lot of work and it's difficult to find like good recording times. But now we're back in it, and I think we're releasing one tomorrow, and we're also recording an episode tomorrow, so that should be fun. For those of you who listen to Leech Fest, which you should do. Objectively good podcast, I think. And it's been on a bit of a hiatus during the spring, just because both me and Salem have had a lot of work at the same time. Now I'm on holiday, so I don't got shit to do. but she's still working a little bit. In Germany, most Pride marches are in July. Here in Stockholm, it's in August, so I don't have Pride for like a month here, which is gonna make me feel really out of place when, in a month, when I'm gonna Pride post on Twitter, or as part of what my one of 10 tweets that I'm allowed to tweet at that point. You can blame J.J. Abrams for annihilating the public's interest in Star Wars. It's because he doesn't have anything to say. Because he's boring. Yay for healing. I agree. This Pride month was very uneventful for me. That happens. Last Pride month, I got sick with COVID, like all of it, so I didn't even do anything. Oh, Jesus. Why am I so tired? It's not even 9 p.m. and I haven't done anything today. Anyway, okay, let's dig into the errands of the day, because I am quite tired, and not a ton has happened. But in the month that has been, I am partially on holiday from my public office job, and which means that I'm now partly on holiday and partly working on my next video, which is going to be on the stock market and finance, which I think is going to be quite fun. Like a big video about hot takes about the stock market and a little bit of history about the history of currency, which is going to be quite fun. A lot of Native American philosophy built in there. This is going to be quite fun to do. I'm reading a lot of David Graeber right now, so so I'm just stealing everything from David Graeber. Sleepy Mia. Hi, Stacy. Stack. Hi, Stack. It's been years since I called you Stick Stack, but Stick Stack is still higher known in my mind. But so that's been happening. So I'm working on that video, which is going on. And as previously mentioned, Leechfest is getting back from the hiatus, at least somewhat. It is summer. We are also both going on summer holidays because we're European, and European holidays are like 4 months long, which as God intended, but we're still gonna make a bunch of Leechfest content. My video content is gonna be a bit reduced, actually. But this is something that I can vaguely talk a little bit about. So the last video, not really the last month, but like the last video. The last video was the last video that I had in my. Okay, so the way that I'm gonna give you some context, right? So like when I make YouTube videos, I have a calendar, a special calendar that I have access to, but also that sponsors have access to. And in that, I plot out every time I make a new video, and sponsors can come in and, like, you know, suggest dates for me, or like you know, try to be my sponsor for my next video. But if I don't upload to that calendar, I can't have sponsors for that month. And like, I've been very lucky these last few years that every single time I want a sponsor, I can get it. But my last video was actually the last one in my rotation, because I usually do them like a year in advance, in terms of my calendar planning, which works sometimes, but also makes it real stressful when those deadlines start creeping up in time. But now I'm done. The Star Wars video was the last one in that rotation, which is technically bad news for me, because I'm gonna be earning much less money because sponsors pay a lot of money. But it's good news for this channel, and it's good news for, I think, everyone involved except for my bank account, because I'm still gonna be making videos, but I'm going to be making I'm not gonna try to aim at one video a month anymore. I've already failed at doing that multiple times. Some videos take 2 months, but I'm gonna try to ease out of like having that as like a goal. Almost no YouTubers now may do that unless they have like a staff to help them make YouTube videos, or unless those videos are quite short. And I would like to do more like long form video essay content, because I think that that's where I shine. Like my video on the trans debate, I think was quite good, and that one took a long time to make. And I think like good videos take time to make. And because I don't have a sponsorship, that means I don't have to work on a deadline, meaning that I can take however long I need to finish the video. And then maybe at the end, maybe a sponsor wants to jump on last minute, who knows. But for you, what this means is maybe slightly fewer videos going forward, but they're gonna be longer and they're gonna be better. They're gonna be more well made. Will you still have the? Will you no longer have a sponsor at all? So the way it works is like if I have a calendar, and I dot in like I'm gonna have a video here, I'm gonna have a video here. Maybe Skillshare sponsors one of them, maybe Curiosity Stream sponsors another. And those are called ad slots, basically. And I don't have any ad slots open right now. I could open up a bunch, and then sponsors could come in, but I don't. My slots are closed just so that I can work without a deadline for a while. But once a video is like nearing to be done, I'm still gonna throw it out there for sponsors. So it may still have something, but it's just. I'm hoping that I'm not actually going to have anything, just so that I don't ever have to work on a deadline, so I can work on it forever if I want to. But we'll see how long this goes. Right now I can do this because I have a job outside of YouTube now, like as a politician, which pays a salary, right? And then I don't really need sponsors in that sense. They're good to have, but I don't need them as much. And I won't be a politician for very long, right? Like eventually I'm gonna have to resign my post. And then I'm probably gonna start doing sponsorships again. But by that point, I'm hoping to have grown a little bit, and you know, maybe my ad slots are gonna be a bit more exclusive, and I can make more money. This has nothing to do with anything interesting. But it's just, this is something that has happened previously up until right now. And now my like sponsor calendar is empty going forward. So just so no more rushed videos on my part. And speaking of going forward, let's talk a little bit about the month that's coming up ahead. So I'm still gonna make videos, as mentioned. I am going to take longer making them. I have a fair few videos lined up for the summer and for the autumn, and I have a few videos that I've been working on for like a year at this point. One video in particular, I'm not actually gonna release for like a year and 3 months in the future. I know when it's gonna come out. It's not yet. And but yeah, so my next video is gonna be on finance. That's gonna be fun. I have a few ideas for videos that are gonna come after that, but nothing that's like super definitive or nothing that's like super set in stone. Because usually when I finish a video, I have like 2 or 3 ideas that I kind of want to work with, and then I work from there. So that's happening. And I'll probably also Pride post a bunch in the month that's coming up. Not probably the month that's coming up, actually, because it might be like the next time I do this video, this stream, the end of the month hangout, I'll be at Pride. That's actually quite a good possibility. That might actually be right after Pride here. So I'll Pride post a bunch, and that's gonna happen. But my next video is most likely going to be out before sometime during this month, by the way. Just for like what the how do you say, the month that's coming up ahead. Well, it's that my next video is gonna come out, and it's a big one too. It's big and stupid, and it's good. I hope that you'll like it. Beyond that, I don't really think I have much else to say though, except for just hanging out for a little bit. And that's also why today I might cut it like pretty short. I might cut it at just half an hour, just to have a little check-in, just a little fun check-in with the community, as they say. Engaging the homosexuals. Here for it. Same. I am also going on. I am also going on like a proper holiday eventually, because I'm not really on a holiday right now because I'm working on YouTube. But once this video is done, I am gonna go on an actual, honest to God summer holiday, which is gonna be fun. And then during that week, I won't post. Then I will casual post. Then I will chill post. Whatever that means, comfy posting. So that's gonna be fun. But honestly, that's pretty much all I have to say. So you come back in half an hour? No. Honestly, I think I just have to like. That's sort of the formalities of the day. Oh, and for those of you, I know there are some people who haven't caught on. I used to have a PO box. I don't have that anymore. I haven't had that for many months, and I don't read letters on the Hangout anymore, because y'all can't be trusted. Don't catch COVID on the holiday. God, I'm trying. I pray to God I don't do it, because I've caught COVID so many times. My immune system is so weak at this point. Quite scary, in fact. But it's fine. Oh. Let's see. How do I do this? Can you recommend any good video essays that you've seen lately? Probably. What have I seen lately? Good question. What have I seen lately? I mean, I've been watching Folding Ideas, The Future is a Dead Mall, which is pretty good. Which is a video about the metaverse. What else have I been watching? I mean, to be fair, like, I'm trying to figure out like who has uploaded recent video essays, but like not a lot of people have. This spring has been surprisingly light on video essays. I really like Natalie's one on the new one on J.K. Rowling. I quite like that one on the Witch Trials of J.K. Rowling. Very good. But you know, like what can I do except for just recommend the classics? Oh, Dan Olsen ContraPoints. They make good videos. Yes, everyone knows this. Do you have any advice for aspiring lefty creators? Ooh. I mean, do it because it's fun, not because it's a moneymaker. It can be a moneymaker, but for the vast majority of people, it's not. So if you do it to make money, you'll be miserable. If you do it because it's fun, you'll have a good time with it. And then if you make money, that's good. But like, don't do it for the money. Even now, like, you know, I've been doing this for many years, and like I can live on it technically, like, thankfully. But being a politician sometimes pays better. And that's like not full time in a small municipality, including party taxes, which reduces my pay. Like there are a bunch of these things. If you have sponsors, if you manage to get big enough to the point where you can start getting sponsors, you can, then that's fun. But you should always do it because it's fun. That's the most important thing. And the other one I would say is also like, never try to chase trends. Don't ever make what you think people will want to watch. This is one of the things, like, I saw Mr. Beast make this advice, which is stupid, because his advice is always just make good YouTube videos, which is not my advice, because his advice is how to become a big YouTuber, which is not good advice. The real good advice is how to do YouTube sustainably, unsuccessfully, because that's like 90% of all YouTubers. And the way you do that is never chase the trend, never chase what you think people will want to watch. Make videos that you would like to watch. So all of my YouTube videos are videos that I would like to watch. Like when I watch my own YouTube videos, I'm entertained. And I don't think that like my style of video essay is like the best. I don't think it's the one that like attracts the most viewers. I don't think it's the one that like really gels with like the algorithm super well. And that's one of the reasons why, my channel hasn't grown as big as maybe I would like to some days. But it is the most sustainable way to do it long term, because every YouTuber who does what I call like a viral style of a YouTube video, where every video is made to go viral, has no soul, has no character, and you need that kind of soul and that character. Tom Scott knows this, and he made the advice too, that like YouTubers, as a YouTuber, you don't want to go viral, because once you go viral, you'll start building an audience that expects you to go viral all the time. And that works if you can do it, but if you can't do it, which no one can, except unless you have a huge staff and you're like a social phenomenon, like PewDiePie or Mr. Beast, then you will lose the audience. And once you start losing an audience that expects something unrealistic, you're gone. What you want to do is you want to make videos that you like to watch in a niche that you like, that has your character built into it, that is almost designed to not be as good as it could be, because then the people who like you because of those videos will always return to watch those videos, which is why I'm very lucky. Thankfully to my wonderful community, which is you. Thank you so much. I love you so much. That I can make a video about Star Wars, or I can make a video on anti-intellectualism, or I can make a video on like the trans debate, and people will always come back to watch it. Might not go viral, but it's all like there will always be like people there. You know what I mean? And that's more important, because people stay for you. They don't stay for the content. That's my advice. A bit longer than I thought. Oh, and always have what's it called? Dual verification on your social medias, because people will try to take your shit. Do I enjoy politics job? No. Politics is garbage. What do you think? Well, I mean, yes, I do. It's fun to do, and it has meaning, and it gives worth to sort of like contribute to my community. But I also like to have fame and power, and that job doesn't do it. YouTube is more fun that way. Also, I don't get to watch Star Wars at work. What are your thoughts on the stuff going down in France? I mean, the French know how to riot, and like, good for them. I'm not as like attuned into what's going on. I know that the French police, the gendarmerie, is like super racist and authoritarian, which they often are. People talk a lot of shit about like, oh, the French, they're so, you know, they're so revolutionary, but the French police are like, you know, they'll give the NYPD a run for their money. I work for a company that is briefly visible in Dan's metaverse video, and I was so embarrassed to see it. Oh no. Do you think you can make a living off streaming? Absolutely not. I mean, I could not. I know people who can, but I could not. I don't have the social energy to do it. I do 3 streams a month for patrons. This is one of them. Now, and because I don't know what's up with me. I have some like I have some sort of like social battery issue with people in the neurodivergent community called spoons, I guess. I have very few of them for social engagement. Like I have a Discord server too, and I can't talk to it because I don't have the social energy to do it, and I can't imagine doing that on stream. Some days I love to do it, and that's when I stream on Twitch. But I can't do it regularly. I can't do it regularly or for long enough to the point where I could live off of it, because that would be awful. Like, I get socially exhausted. I get socially exhausted so quick. And anyone who knows me in real life knows this as well. Gene Moker videos. That's right. It's not enough pranks and challenges. That's right. Legitimately though, I've seen people who try to chase the trend, or even chase the trend within certain niches, and they don't have a soul. They don't have like their own character. They always just want to be like someone else. And like you can start out like that. There's nothing wrong with starting out like that to sort of like get going. I mean, God knows that that's what I did when I started, because I copied. I get annoyed when people compare me to ContraPoints, for example, because it's like, oh, 2 trans women making video essays. But like in the beginning of my YouTube career, that's exactly what I did. I was directly inspired, and that's fine to do. But eventually, you're gonna have to find your own way of doing shit, even if it's, you know, very similar at times. What is the best type of video essay? The best type of video essay is 1 hour and 15 minutes long. Because if it's longer than that, in my mind, if a video essay is longer than 2 hours, if a video essay is longer than 2 hours, it's overly verbose, I think. Even 1 hour is like kind of pushing it. I have a hard time making my videos shorter than 1 hour long now. Just because there are so many different things that I even want to say. And I'm not even that like stylistic in my videos. Like I don't do a ton of costume changes or like play around with lighting or dramatic pauses. If I did that, they'd be even longer. How's Pride Month? Haven't had Pride yet, but I will be speaking on at Pride House in Stockholm. So if you're in Stockholm and you're interested in like watching a panel, I'll be on one of them. Partly as a YouTuber, partly as a politician, and I will be speaking Swedish, I'm pretty sure. Is that an introversion? I don't think so. I am quite extroverted. It's just that I don't have the energy. But I like attention. Is the thing. I love to be the center of attention. I just don't like maintaining it. Bring back the golden... That's what I'm saying! The golden age of YouTube video essays was 15 minutes long and 20 minutes. That's good shit. You could really do good shit then. But now people want like more analytical shit. People want to do more deep dives, and the YouTube algorithm is certainly encouraging it. But in my mind, if it's longer than 2 hours, like more than an hour and a half, it's like, at this point I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of hearing this person's opinions. But my next video might be that long, so let's hope that you're not gonna be tired of my old opinions. But okay, here's what I'm gonna do, folks, because we're half an hour through my regular timetable, and we're already done all the focus things, and now we're just hanging out. And I, as mentioned so far, I don't really have a lot of social energy, and you know, we'll see how much energy I got left. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna end for like soonish. But if you have questions or statements or I don't know, whatever you want to say, throw them in chat. I'll talk about them. I'll give them like good, fair, like discourse answers. But then when I've caught up to the end of chat, I'm gonna bounce because I want to eat my dinner. I want to eat my spaghetti, and you know, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Since Twitter actually refuses to show me your tweets, yeah, because Twitter's a fucking mess right now. It's because they forgot to pay their bills to Google, but whatever. I heard your ADHD journey is coming along. How's it going? It's going well. I've done a bunch of tests. I have a meeting with my doctor in a month, actually, because it has to be a certain, because I've done all the tests now. All the tests, blood tests, like drug tests, brain tests, stress tests. I've filled out all the forms, I've had all the interviews and shit like that. And now there has to be a 3-week waiting period. Legally required to be a 3-week waiting period. At which time, you know, they're gonna compile all of my results and they're gonna analyze it, and then I'm gonna have a meeting with my doctor in a month, and then he'll tell me if I have ADHD or not, and if I have it, I'll start being medicated, and if I don't have it, I'll be upset because then I don't know what's wrong with me. So that's what's happening. That's where I'm going, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Getting the Addy, yeah. People have been like, how do you make YouTube videos so quickly, Mia? And first of all, I don't. And second of all, you've seen nothing yet. Once I get on ADHD, that's right. I'm going to be like that. That's when I'm gonna start cranking out videos twice a day, 3 hours long. I'm kidding, of course. Do you have pathological demand awareness? I have no idea what that means. Pathological demand awareness. It's profile on the autism spectrum. Ugh. That's me. Avoidance of everyday demands, and these are social strategies to avoid this awareness. Maybe. I think my thing is more like ADD related. No. Like I definitely think that I am. How do you say? I alternate between being an introvert, like that, like there, and there, you know, there is some introversion there, but no worries. I don't even know if I have any of these things. First of all, to be fair, I don't even, like, I'm not diagnosed as anything yet. So it might just be that I'm introverted and lazy. Do I have autism and ADHD, or am I just introverted and lazy? Who knows? The doctor will decide. Hasta la pasta. Seems similar. It's misdiagnosed. Well, I mean, the overlap of symptoms is gigantic in many ways. Like, there are things that are unique to one of these conditions, but they are very overlapping. Because the brain is complicated. The brain is super complicated, and people think that... some people think it isn't. Famous last words of people about to be diagnosed with ADHD. Yes. Self-diagnosis as well. I mean, it is, but I don't... To me, that doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, because I think that I have ADD, but self-diagnosing doesn't give me the cure. And if I have autism, it doesn't do anything because I can't take Adderall to cure that. All I know is that something's going on in here that I want to fix, but I don't know how to do that. The internet's great. Anyway, what a fun therapy session we've had now at the end. I'm gonna go have dinner now, and you know, stay tuned for Leech Fest, which is gonna come pretty soon. I'm sure, not today, but tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. And I will eat my spaghetti, which is getting a little cold, and I will see all of you somewhat soon, I hope, because my next video is gonna be, it's approaching some level of completion, but it's gonna be big and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be wonderful. Hope you like hearing YouTube video essayists cite David Graeber over and over again, which we love to do, because he's really good. Rest in peace to a real one. Okay, I'm gonna go. Have a good time, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.